Why, hello. Thank you for stopping by. Today, I'm going to talk to you about eating disorders. Why talk to you about eating disorders? Well, because I went through one. I went through one after I competed in my first bodybuilding competition. And I'm going to tell you how that happened. How that happened, you ask? Okay. Well, eating disorders are normally self-inflicted. Mine was self-inflicted. I was introduced to the gym at 16. I was fascinated by the gym. Loved it. And then I started my own blueprint. My own eating and workout blueprint. And I could notice my body drastically changing, which I loved. And then a year later, I hired a trainer and I trained for my first bodybuilding competition on my 18th birthday in high school. Yes. So that happened, which was awesome. But the only bad thing is that training for a bodybuilding competition, you're very robotic. Hello, you're so robotic that you don't even realize you're being robotic until after you're done with the competition. I stepped on stage at 110 pounds, 9% body fat. I was pure muscle, competing against all adult women, won third place. Yes. And then 3 months later, I didn't have a goal that I was working towards. You know, I gained some water weight back, then I gained some muscle, but I wasn't competing for anything, and my food regimen for bodybuilding kept on changing, and I ate healthy, but I kind of also ate a little bit of whatever. And I gained a good 50 pounds, which for a 5'3" girl, 50 pounds extra within 3 months in high school, a month away from prom, you can just imagine how people would react. I got called names that I still remember today. Thank you very much. And I know who you are, and it's not funny. But I'm not going to hold that against you. So yeah, off track. But yeah, it definitely hurt, and I couldn't fit into the prom dress that I got, and I didn't even get a prom date, which, for a lady, myself that likes to dance, was kind of sad too. But it's okay. Past the high school phase, gained 50 pounds. It took me about a year to recover. And this disorder that I had, it was a binge eating disorder. I didn't throw up or anything, but I ate enormous amounts of food within short periods of time. I remember I just ate a box full of cereal, no milk. Just because I was bored. And once I was done eating something, I was like, oh my gosh, what else? What else can I eat? What else can I eat? And my parents were very nervous for me. They didn't want me actually going to university until I got this straightened out, until I was back to normal, because they were afraid I was going to go to a university and I was just going to keep on gaining weight. And if this continued, I would be overweight, obese. I would just eat food. I would even feel so uncomfortable with myself. Even go to bed feeling uncomfortable, waking up with food hangovers where your body just feels dehydrated, you feel swollen, you can't function, you can't move. You don't know what to do. I didn't want to throw it up because I didn't want to force myself. But yet I was forcing food down my throat when there's no reason to eat that much food. I'm just straight boredom or filling a void. I feel like you eat food for energy, and that's the only reason why you should be that's the definition of food for me. You eat food. What's food? Food's energy. Okay, you eat food for energy. You eat food to build some muscle. You eat food for energy, because your body can't function without energy. So the main reason why I wanted to talk about this is because nutrition is my field, something that I'm very passionate about. And doing the bodybuilding competition, I was very passionate about that. And I'm blessed that I went through the eating disorder, blessed in a way that I can now relate to people that have been through addictions, or that have been through an eating disorder, or been through any type of body image where they feel very insecure about themselves. I'm glad that now I see that point of view. Because without going through this, I could sympathize, I could understand, but I never would have went through one myself. And going through that at the time, when I gained 50 pounds, I felt very insecure and kind of hypocritical of myself, since I just competed in a bodybuilding competition. And I also didn't want to tell friends, even though that they could see the weight gain on me. My family would comment on my body, saying how they realized how I was gaining weight. Like my outside family, which was like, great. And then I also had a Facebook page where just about fitness and health, and I just felt such a hypocrite. It took me a good year talking to my family, talking to God, just looking at my life, being like, hey, talking to myself. It's like, hey, Amber, yeah, no, you can't do this anymore. You're going to eat yourself to death. This is not healthy. So I had to talk to myself, literally, and I had to do a lot of refraining from food, which, it's funny to think how you can get yourself into addictions and you can get yourself out of addictions. Just like that, for example. And so that's why I wanted to do this video. But I also would like to compete again. After college, competing is like a full-time job. It's so much fun. It's great to get in the best shape of your life. It's great to reach reach a goal that you think is kind of unattainable, but you know you can do it. And once you step out on stage and you've worked so hard for the way that you look, it's like you're in a Victoria's Secret fashion runway show. Like, all eyes are on you and you're like, I feel pretty proud about myself. And then you realize all the things that you can do with your life because of that one goal. I know that did it for me, and I know I want to compete again because I want to tell myself, hey, you're going to compete, but you're going to be balanced. And after you compete, you're not going to go crazy haywire. Oh my gosh, I can now eat real food. I'm just going to learn how to be balanced. And I know right now I'm healthy. I don't have an eating disorder. I eat healthy, but I also eat whatever I want, when I want. So, there you have it. If you ever need someone to talk about an eating disorder, or talk about bodybuilding, or talk about bodybuilding and potential eating disorders, or just anybody that you need to sympathize with, that you want your students to hear from, don't hesitate to contact me. I would love to speak in front of your students or clinics or what have you. So click the chat with me button or subscribe or email me. You can find my link somewhere around this page. It's all over. All right. Have a wonderful day.